the individual with whom your life has become intertwined, the very essence of your connection, is currently navigating a turbulent sea of irritation, their spirit frayed by a shortness of temper that is foreign to their usual gentle disposition. This departure from their customary calm is not born of malice or a shift in their fundamental nature, but rather a consequence, a direct repercussion of the diminished access they have experienced to the vital energy that flows between the two of you over these past months. A profound sense of disconnect has taken root within them, a void that has silently expanded with each sun that has risen and set without your familiar presence. This growing emotional unrest has manifested as a heightened sensitivity, causing them to react with an uncharacteristic sharpness to the world and the people around them, their reserves of patience dwindling like a flame struggling against a relentless wind. Yet, amidst this storm of their internal struggle, you may find yourself in a surprising state of equanimity, perhaps even feeling strangely untouched by their current emotional state. This unexpected detachment could be a testament to your own inner evolution, a sign of the emotional fortitude you have cultivated, or it might simply be a protective mechanism, a natural shield rising to deflect the intensity of their turmoil. Regardless of its origin, the reality remains that their actions, which once possessed the power to stir your very being, now seem to dissipate around you, leaving no lasting imprint. This emotional resilience, this newfound ability to remain unperturbed, is certainly not the outcome they had envisioned when they made the conscious decision to create distance, to shroud themselves in a veil of silence. They may have harbored a silent expectation, a hopeful whisper within their heart that you would be the one to reach across the divide, to extend a hand and mend the growing chasm between you. Instead, they have found themselves facing the very silence they themselves initiated, a stark and echoing testament to their chosen path. They possess a keen awareness, a deep understanding etched into their consciousness, that they cannot truly approach you, not with their whole heart and unburdened spirit, until they have diligently and completely released the weighty anchors of their past. These burdens, these lingering remnants of experiences that have shaped them, both beautifully and painfully, act as invisible chains, binding them to old patterns and preventing them from stepping freely onto the path that leads back to you. You may also be experiencing a subtle shift in your own perception, a slight difficulty in sensing their energetic presence, a connection that once flowed effortlessly between you like a familiar melody. This temporary dimming of your intuitive awareness is a natural consequence of their current internal journey, their dedicated process of healing and self-nurturing. They have turned their attention inward, delving into the depths of their being to tend to old wounds, to soothe past hurts, and to lovingly nurture their own spirit. This intense internal focus creates a temporary shield, a veil of concentrated energy that makes it more challenging for you to perceive their subtle vibrations, their energetic signals reaching out across the distance. The accustomed flow of attention, the energetic exchange they once readily received from you, has also undergone a transformation. The pursuit, the active reaching out that may have characterized your connection in the past, has seemingly ceased. This shift in the dynamic could be a conscious decision on your part, a deliberate step back to allow space for their process, or it could simply be the natural unfolding of events, the organic ebb and flow of your intertwined energies. Regardless of the cause, this alteration in the energetic landscape is undeniably bringing about profound changes and a deep sense of healing within their own life. It is as if a soothing balm is being applied to long-festering wounds, a gentle light illuminating pathways that were once shrouded in darkness. Even in their self-imposed silence, their awareness of you remains acute. Their eyes, though unseen by you, follow your movements with unwavering attention. Their ears, though seemingly closed off, pick up on the echoes of your words, the whispers of your presence in the world. They harbor a deep, unspoken yearning for some form of reassurance from you, a subtle confirmation, especially on an energetic level, that your devotion remains steadfast, that the feelings you once shared have not diminished with the passage of time and distance. This reassurance, this silent confirmation of your unwavering affection, is what they are seeking with a quiet intensity. They possess a profound understanding of the delicate balance that exists within your connection. They recognize that any misstep on their part, any careless action or ill-considered word, could potentially trigger a significant transformation in your energetic presence. The Empress, a powerful archetype embodying nurturing, patience, and the fertile abundance of life, could easily morph into the Queen of Swords, a figure of sharp intellect, unwavering independence, and clear, decisive communication. This potential for transformation, this understanding of the strength and autonomy you possess, acts as a powerful deterrent, compelling them to tread with the utmost care and consideration. They are proceeding cautiously, taking one deliberate step at a time on their journey back towards you. Though the path ahead may be fraught with challenges and the progress may feel slow, their intention is resolute, their commitment unwavering, for they hold the deep-seated belief that the destination, the reunion with you, is undeniably worth every obstacle they must overcome. And now, a voice rises from within them, a direct address to your very being. Are you absolutely certain, truly and without reservation, that you are prepared to embrace me fully, with all the intricate complexities and inevitable challenges that I might bring into the tapestry of your life? It is of paramount importance that you understand, deep within your heart, that I am not the idealized, saintly figure you may have, at times, envisioned. I am far from perfect, a truth I must lay bare before you. In fact, I am simply a human being, and like all who walk this earth, I carry my own unique set of flaws and imperfections. There are moments when I can be undeniably controlling, driven by a desire for things to unfold according to my own internal blueprint, sometimes without fully considering the perspectives and opinions of those around me, including you. There are instances when selfishness can cloud my judgment, when I might prioritize my own needs and desires, perhaps inadvertently, over those of others, even those I hold most dear. Insecurity can sometimes take root within me, casting shadows of doubt upon my own worth and abilities, leading to moments of vulnerability and uncertainty. And yes, there are times when my ego might assert itself, when I become overly concerned with my own importance, perhaps appearing self-absorbed or insensitive. Furthermore, I must confess that I can be emotionally inconsistent, my inner landscape sometimes shifting and fluctuating between different moods and feelings, a kaleidoscope of human experience. However, despite this candid acknowledgement of my imperfections, there is one truth that burns brightly and unwavering within my soul: I hold you in the highest regard. You are not simply someone I know, someone who occupies a space in my life. You are someone who resides in a sacred chamber within my heart. You are the person I cherish above all others, the one I adore with a depth that words can scarcely capture, the one I am unequivocally in love with. My feelings for you are profound and utterly genuine, untouched and untainted by my flaws and imperfections. But while my love for you is a constant and unyielding force within me, I am also acutely aware of the potential for pain and difficulty that my imperfections might inadvertently inflict. I am deeply conscious of the hardships you have already endured in your life's journey, and the last thing I would ever want is to add to your burdens, to become another source of struggle or sorrow. It is precisely because of this deep care, this profound love, that I am currently maintaining a certain distance between us. It is not born of a lack of affection, but rather an abundance of it, a fierce protectiveness that compels me to shield you from any unnecessary suffering that might arise from my own internal battles. I am actively striving, with every fiber of my being, to become mentally and emotionally stronger, more resilient, more capable. My deepest desire is to be able to navigate my own internal landscape, to handle my issues and challenges independently, without having to lean on you or anyone else as a crutch. I yearn to reach a place where I can face my own difficulties head-on, taking full responsibility for my experiences without projecting blame onto you or the world around me. I am committed to a journey of personal growth and profound self-improvement so that I can ultimately become a better partner for you, a more stable and supportive presence in your life. So, while I may not be perfect, while I readily acknowledge my flaws and imperfections, I want you to know, with absolute certainty, that I am doing my very best. I am actively and consciously trying to be the best version of myself, not only for you but also for my own soul's evolution. And I hold the fervent hope that, in time, you will be able to see and appreciate the genuine efforts I am making, the sincere dedication I bring to this internal transformation. Because at the very core of my being, all I truly desire is to be someone who can bring you genuine happiness, someone who can consistently offer you the unwavering love and profound respect that you so richly deserve. And I believe, with unwavering conviction, that with time, with effort, with unwavering commitment, I can indeed become that person, your steadfast and devoted partner. Even as the currents of circumstance necessitate a temporary separation, even as the physical proximity between you may be absent in this present moment, your partner's feelings for you remain steadfast and unwavering, an unshakable anchor in the depths of their being. Their longing for your presence, the deep-seated yearning for your touch and your voice, remains undiminished, a constant hum beneath the surface of their daily life. They find a profound solace, a quiet reassurance, in the unwavering belief that you belong to them, a truth they constantly reaffirm within the quiet sanctuary of their own thoughts. Their attraction to you transcends the superficial allure of the physical realm. It is your very soul that draws them in, a deep and resonant connection that exists beyond the tangible, a spiritual bond that intertwines your destinies. Your presence in their life acts as a radiant beacon of light, illuminating the once dim corners of their heart, filling the void that only your unique energy can truly touch. It is as if you complete them, your essence seamlessly fitting into the empty spaces within their being, creating a sense of wholeness and profound belonging. This deep connection ignites a fiery energy within them, a passionate spark that is fanned into a flame by your very existence. This energy is so potent, so palpable, that it extends beyond their own being, radiating outwards to those around them. In the eyes of their friends, you are an enigma, a captivating mystery. You exude an irresistible charm, an undeniable magnetism that draws people towards you, a subtle allure that piques their curiosity and holds their attention. There is a mysterious aura that surrounds you, an unspoken depth that adds layers of intrigue to your personality. But it is not solely your enigmatic nature that captivates them, they are also deeply drawn to your inherent spiritual nature, a profound facet of your being that adds an immeasurable depth and richness to your character. Your partner deeply appreciates your inherent politeness, a graceful quality that further enhances your already considerable charm. However, there is also a certain seriousness about you, an underlying depth that they cannot ignore. This seriousness is not off-putting or intimidating, on the contrary, it adds a layer of complexity to your personality, making you even more intriguing and captivating in their eyes. Despite the playful energy that you often radiate, there is an undeniable sense of certainty about you, an inner knowing that exudes an air of quiet confidence, a quality that they find deeply reassuring and grounding. You possess a remarkable capacity for understanding, a genuine empathy that makes you approachable and easy to confide in. Your partner finds immense comfort in this knowing, this deep-seated trust that they can rely on you for unwavering support and profound understanding, a safe harbor in the storms of life. Your partner feels a deep and urgent need to convey to you that they are not, at their core, a bad person. They acknowledge that their past was a complex and often intense tapestry of experiences. They recognize that these formative experiences sometimes led them to act with a degree of immaturity, perhaps making choices they now regret. However, they also hold a deep sense of gratitude for these very experiences, believing that it is precisely these complexities and intensities that have ultimately shaped them into the person they are today. They desperately want you to understand that their past actions were not a true reflection of their inherent character, but rather a consequence of the specific circumstances they navigated at the time. Their feelings for you are not fleeting or superficial, they are deep and profoundly rooted in the very essence of your being. They deeply value your presence in their life, recognizing the unique and irreplaceable light you bring. They are drawn to the very core of your soul, recognizing a kindred spirit, a deep and abiding connection. They appreciate your inherent politeness and your remarkable capacity for understanding, and they are endlessly intrigued by the mysterious and deeply spiritual nature that defines your being. They acknowledge their past mistakes with humility and are grateful for the invaluable lessons they have gleaned from those experiences. They yearn for you to truly know that they are not defined by their past, that their past actions were simply a byproduct of a complicated and intense journey. They look forward with hopeful anticipation to a future with you, a future built on a foundation of mutual understanding, unwavering acceptance, and a love that transcends all obstacles. I am acutely aware that you are currently enveloped in solitude, basking in the quiet tranquility of your own space. This very realization brings a sharp pang of sorrow to my heart, a peculiar ache that stems from a place of profound affection and deep concern for your well-being. I yearn to be there with you, to share in the peacefulness of your solitude, to transform it from a solitary experience into a shared moment of quiet companionship. I long to feel your proximity, to be close enough to sense the subtle shifts in your mood, to offer a comforting presence in those moments when you are surrounded by silence. Your warmth, both the tangible and the intangible, is something I miss with an intensity that often takes my breath away. It is not merely the physical warmth of your touch, but the radiant emotional warmth that emanates from your very being. I miss the way your presence seems to fill up a room, the way your laughter has the power to illuminate even the darkest corners, the quiet strength you possess that can be such a profound source of comfort in trying times. I often find myself lost in a vivid vision of us sitting side by side, sharing a silence that is not empty or awkward, but rather comfortable and deeply comforting, a testament to the unspoken understanding that flows between us. I yearn to bask in your warmth once more, to let it seep into the very core of my being, to fill the spaces within me that have felt cold and empty in your absence. My longing for you has intensified with each passing moment, becoming a constant hum in the background of my thoughts, a persistent tug at the edges of my consciousness. I cannot help but desire to be near you, to be close enough to touch, to feel the texture of your skin, to explore the landscape of your being. And it is not just a physical closeness that I crave, it is a closeness that encompasses the emotional, the mental, and the spiritual realms, a profound connection that transcends the mere boundaries of the physical, a closeness that is both deeply sensual and fiercely passionate, as much about profound understanding as it is about fervent desire. The overwhelming urge to reach out to you, to express the depth of my craving for your attention, is almost a palpable need, a thirst that feels utterly unquenchable. You occupy my thoughts for the majority of my waking hours, your image etched into the very fabric of my mind's eye, your voice a hauntingly beautiful melody that echoes in my ears. I long to reach for my phone, to text you a simple message, to tell you about this persistent longing, to let you know, in no uncertain terms, how much I crave your attention, your precious time, your tender affection. But it is not just about wanting these things, it has become a deep-seated need within me. I need to know where you are, what you are doing, who you are spending your time with. It is a curiosity born not of suspicion, but of genuine concern, profound affection, and unwavering love. I desperately want to know whether you also experience this absence, whether you too feel this invisible pull, this magnetic attraction that seems to be drawing us inexorably towards each other. I need to know if you feel this undeniable connection, this powerful bond that seems to be growing stronger and more resilient with each passing day that separates us.